In this video, we are going to discuss about the Theranos scandal, how a $9 billion lie collapsed. In the heart of Silicon Valley, a land synonymous with innovation and disruption, Theranos emerged, promising nothing short of a complete revolution in healthcare. It was a bold claim, one that resonated deeply with the promise of technological advancement. Their core concept? To conduct a multitude of tests with just a single drop of blood. At its peak, fueled by hype and hope, the company soared to a staggering valuation of $9 billion, driven in large part by the undeniable charisma and persuasive power of its founder, Elizabeth Holmes. Holmes, a Stanford dropout with an audacious vision, captivated investors, the media, and the public alike with her compelling narrative. Her visions centered on making blood tests faster, more affordable, and far more accessible to everyone. She consciously cultivated an image, adopting the black turtleneck look, deliberately echoing Steve Jobs, and carefully built a mystique around both herself and her company, adding to the allure. Theranos, from the very beginning, operated under a veil of secrecy, claiming that this secrecy was absolutely necessary to protect its groundbreaking and proprietary technology from competitors. The company's board of directors boasted an impressive roster of former secretaries of state and highly respected military leaders, lending an air of instant credibility, even in the face of a distinct lack of transparency regarding their actual technology. The Edison device, Theranos' flagship invention, was touted as a complete game-changer, promising the ability to run hundreds of different tests from a single finger prick, effectively bringing complex lab diagnostics directly to people's homes and local pharmacies. This compelling vision, perhaps more than any concrete proof of its viability, ultimately fueled Theranos' almost unbelievable meteoric rise to prominence. Inside Theranos, a sleek and modern facade masked a very different reality. The reality behind closed doors was far removed from the carefully crafted public image that the company projected to the world. The Edison machines, the centerpiece of Theranos' revolutionary claims, were fundamentally unreliable. They frequently produced inaccurate and inconsistent results, jeopardizing patient care and raising serious ethical concerns. Employees who dared to question the technology or raise concerns about its flaws were quickly silenced. They were often fired or demoted, creating a culture of fear and intimidation. To protect its image and deceive investors, the company actively hid its failures and suppressed negative information. In its ambitious partnership with Walgreens, a crucial step in validating its technology, Theranos secretly resorted to using third-party machines to perform the majority of its tests. They also diluted blood samples to make them compatible with their flawed technology, further compromising the accuracy and reliability of the results. The company's culture was fundamentally built on secrecy and deception and fear of reprisal. Teams were deliberately isolated from one another, and employees were under constant surveillance, creating a climate of paranoia. Despite the significant personal and professional risks, brave whistleblowers like Tyler Schultz stepped forward to expose the truth. Others, like the dedicated scientist Ian Gibbons, tragically suffered immensely under the intense pressure and ethical compromises demanded by the company. The carefully constructed illusion of innovation was meticulously maintained, but it came at a devastating human cost, leaving a trail of broken careers and shattered trust. In 2015, the house of cards began to fall as investigative journalism exposed Theranos' elaborate deception. The cracks in the facade were widening, and the truth was starting to surface. Reports revealed the much-hyped Edison device, the centerpiece of Theranos' innovation, was rarely, if ever, actually used for its intended purpose. Instead, traditional lab equipment, the kind found in any standard medical facility, quietly did most of the work behind the scenes. Government regulators, upon closer inspection, found major safety violations and serious concerns about the accuracy and reliability of Theranos' blood tests. Walgreens, once a key partner and investor, swiftly cut ties, recognizing the immense risk and potential damage to their reputation. This withdrawal triggered a rapid collapse of confidence in the company, sending shockwaves through Silicon Valley. As legal battles ensued, they uncovered a web of deceit, including forged documents and manipulated data. The evidence pointed to deliberate fraud, a calculated scheme to mislead investors and patients alike. Elizabeth Holmes and Ramesh Sunny Balwani, the masterminds behind Theranos, were formally charged with orchestrating a massive scheme to defraud investors and patients. The ensuing criminal trial featured harrowing testimony from former employees, disillusioned investors, and vulnerable patients, all of whom were profoundly misled and, in some cases, directly harmed by Theranos' false promises. Holmes was ultimately convicted of multiple counts of fraud in 2022 and sentenced to over 11 years in prison. Balwani, found equally culpable, received an even longer sentence of nearly 13 years behind bars. With its leadership disgraced and its reputation shattered, the company officially dissolved. Its once astronomical $9 billion valuation was completely erased, leaving investors with nothing but losses. Theranos became a stark and cautionary tale, a symbol of unchecked ambition gone awry, and a warning about the dangers of hype over substance in Silicon Valley. Theranos' downfall offers hard lessons for entrepreneurs and investors. Vision cannot replace a viable product. Rigorous validation and honesty are essential. Investors must demand technical expertise and independent verification, not just a compelling story. A toxic culture of secrecy and fear enabled the fraud. Ethical leadership and transparency are non-negotiable. Companies must empower employees to speak up without fear of retaliation. Trust, once lost, is nearly impossible to regain. The pursuit of innovation must always be grounded in ethics. If you found this story insightful, tap like and subscribe for more.